Hello, crafty friends, welcome back. I am winding things down on my December album. I have this video and then my final video to share with you today. And so this one, I had to go back because I didn't have the picture that I needed to scrapbook of my Christmas cactus bloom, and so I needed to wait until I had that developed, so I just skipped this page originally. And so I had this December die cut, and that was part of the Vicky Bouton ephemera, and my title is December Bloom. And originally, I was going to use December Blooms, thinking that I would have my Christmas cactus and my amaryllis on the same page. But it ended up that I just was using this one picture. And ironically enough, my Christmas cactus, this is the first year it has ever bloomed for me. I've had it for 3 years. And it only had one bloom on it. This is the solo bloom I got this year. Now there were several like buds, but they never actually developed into a full opening bloom. So anyway, I thought that was kind of fun that since I didn't have an S left in my green puffy glittery letters, that bloom is what became my title. And as you can tell, the second O has that funny little loop in it, and that was actually a Q that I cut off the loop, and for my second O. So here you see I am piecing together my map for my photo, and I like to do that a lot, especially when I'm getting down to the end of a project and kind of using up some of my smaller bits and pieces that I have left. And so here I'm popping out the insides of this die cut title, December. And the background of my page is another one of the 49 Market 6x8 papers. It's I've actually used this one several times. I really did like this this paper, so I'm decided to kind of do the block of my December, and my picture ended up being almost about the same size, so that was kind of made it a row across, and then the underneath it is where the bloom will go. And so I did want to add a little bit of journaling to this, so I could talk about how this was the first year that my cactus had bloomed. And so down here I decided to add this Santa rub on, and kind of down where his hands are at, that there is kind of a blank space underneath where his legs kind of fade away. And so I thought it would be kind of fun for it to look like he's holding my journaling label there. So I add my label on there, and I'm going to add my journaling. And I didn't quite get I wanted that label to touch the bottom, and honestly I could have cut off the bottom, but I just left it with that tiny little gap there. So while I'm deciding on what to do with that, I decided to go back up and put my picture on my page, and here I am just checking out the spacing for my title. I have the sticker letters on the leftover sticker sheets from other projects I've done previously. And since I did think I would use dimensional foam tape on this December, but I decided since needed to overlap the bloom foam stickers, that I did decide to just put that flat to the page instead of popping that up. So the puffy stickers will give me a little bit of that dimension that I like to have sometimes on my pages. And again, I'm adding, checking out the spacing, pulling away the other letters on the clear sheet, and then I stick down the first one. I decided to start with that L because I could tell exactly where I wanted it to hit on my letters between the B and the R above. And then I just add the rest of the letters. I didn't make you watch me glue all of those down, but I now have my December bloom down. And let's see, what am I going to... Oh, and then I do decide that that area underneath my title to the right, that it needed a little something. Oh, and it looks like I just totally skipped that. So you will see in the final pictures that I did find some Christmas tree rub-ons and some musical notes that I added in that corner to add some additional visual texture to that section. And so here I am moving on to the other side of my page, and this is actually the front cover of that pocket page that I created early on in my videos, and this is the front side of it. And I decided, since it's facing my Christmas cactus, that I would put my picture of my amaryllis that I got this year. And when I purchased it, of course, the bloom wasn't out, and I didn't know it was going to be a white one, so that was kind of a nice surprise to see that. And the main reason I purchased it was because it had this sock around the bulb of the flower that was the Grinch that you can see there in the picture. And that was the main reason that I thought that was kind of fun. So I am going to save that that green sock, and I'll just keep using it. Hopefully I can figure out how to use it from year to year. Years that I buy myself that amaryllis. So here you can see that I was having a little trouble with my glue gun, and eventually, I think at this point, this is where I decide to switch out from the very narrow tip to the wider tip that also comes with this glue press. And since I've done that, I haven't had any problems with the glue clogging at all, with my room being as cold as it is. And really the only reason it clogs is because I forget to put the lid on before I leave each night, and it might be 3-4 nights before I come back to my room again. So that was the issue I was having there. It has nothing to do with the product, and honestly, I still highly recommend it. And so here I am trying to get that snowflake on and get all the spacing, and so I decided I want a little bit more of that snowflake to show, so I decided to stick it behind the photo but above the black photo mat that I have. And so here you can see that glue coming out really well, and I'm showing you that I have switched it out to the wider tipped glue gun. So I'm adding my snowflake embellishments around my amaryllis photo, and as you can see, I've got a few things. Oh, here I realized that I forgot I was going to make a pocket and put the better picture that you can see of the Grinch sock around the bulb. And of course, I've already glued down my picture, and so you'll see how I remedy where I'm going to use that picture in my next video. So I just, it's a crafting opportunity just to do something different, and that's what I figured out how to make it work. So I had this long border strip of this green, and at first I wasn't sure it really matched anything, but then it kind of helps make the Grinch in the picture kind of stand out a little bit more. So I did decide to go ahead and use that border sticker, but I did cut it in half. And so here I am adding this little chipboard house and some of the 49 and Market enamel pieces that were from a set from several years ago. And so here's where I'm gonna use the rest of that border strip that I almost used it all except for that little tiny section there. And this part I'm gonna put underneath the photo. And again, since this is going to be against a bulky page where I had those tags inside of it, I did make sure that there was extra liquid glue on my sticker to make sure that it stays with all the extra bulk on that page behind it. Same thing with this foam sticker and all the other items that I do finish adding to this page. So here I kind of bounce this pink circle around a few times, trying to decide where I'm going to put it. And that last enamel sticker, I'm like, am I going to put it there? And I kind of play around with it, and ultimately I do decide to just put it right underneath that foam sticker there. And this page pretty much gets wrapped up trying to decide where to put that sticker. I move it around to several places, and ultimately you'll see me stick it where it is right now on that snowflake kind of out there by itself. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to leave those below. Otherwise, I do appreciate you stopping by and watching my video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.